Why did attrition warfare harm US troop morale in Vietnam? Imagine fighting a war where every day feels like a never-ending battle with no clear sign of victory. That's what US soldiers faced during the Vietnam War. The strategy used was called attrition warfare. It focused on wearing down the enemy by constantly inflicting losses on their soldiers and equipment. Instead of trying to control land, the US aimed to kill as many Viet Cong fighters as possible. They relied heavily on superior numbers and firepower to achieve this. But this approach had serious effects on the troops fighting it. First, soldiers didn't see clear progress or victory. In traditional wars, capturing territory meant winning. But in Vietnam, there was no such sign of success. Soldiers fought in small, intense battles with high casualties, yet they saw little strategic gain. This made them feel frustrated and hopeless. They wondered if their efforts mattered at all. Second, the enemy's resilience made things worse. The Viet Cong used hit-and-run ambushes, sabotage, and blended into the local population. This made it hard for US forces to find and defeat them. Even after inflicting heavy losses, the Viet Cong kept fighting. Soldiers began to doubt if their efforts were making a difference. Third, the high casualty rates and long duration of the war wore down morale. US soldiers faced constant danger and saw many comrades fall. The ongoing losses created a sense of exhaustion and war weariness. The conflict stretched on 4 years without a clear end, making soldiers feel tired and disillusioned. Fourth, the search and destroy missions added to the psychological toll. These missions aimed to find and eliminate enemy fighters, but often led to ambiguous results. Sometimes civilians were caught in the crossfire, which caused moral dilemmas and stress. The blurred line between combatants and civilians made soldiers feel morally conflicted and anxious. Lastly, the strategy's focus on body counts didn't match the reality on the ground. The US military leadership believed that higher enemy body counts meant success. But soldiers on the ground saw that this didn't reflect the true situation. This disconnect made them skeptical of the official goals and less motivated to keep fighting. In the end, attrition warfare created a cycle of constant fighting, heavy losses, and no clear victory. The guerrilla tactics of the Viet Cong meant that the US strategy was fighting against an elusive enemy. This led to frustration, exhaustion, and a sense of hopelessness among American troops. It shows how a military strategy that relies on overwhelming force can backfire when it doesn't match the nature of the conflict.